Look at the Christmas tree in the Hufflepuff common room. So nice. Everything's decorated. Oh, there's another one in here. Let's see how much I remember. It's been like over a week here.
Revelio.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure it'll all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us
Hey,
find
Robin.
the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I
Okay.
don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned.
To the library?
I'll let you
Let's
know
just
what
go
I
to the
find.
cave. She's sitting right behind me. I can tell her right now. Robin says hello and love on you from her. You got a smooch thrown at you. She said, woot. Honk, 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 honk. View of the castle never gets old. Especially nice in the winter. It really is. It really is so nice. As far as my stream is concerned, my plan is to only play through to the point of the main story,
No doubt.
and then I'll probably go on to try and platinum it after that. But that I won't do on stream because I'll probably just do that in little bits here and there. You know, nothing. Not paying attention. Nothing worthy of a stream. But so far I've had a lot of fun with it. Unfortunately, the last couple of weeks I haven't been on a whole lot.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Yeah, I definitely do that most of the time too. Like, I do get very addicted to doing side quests and things. So I'm not like powering through the story. I am doing side quests, But all those little like extras, like just the small little things, I may get like 80% of something and then just have to like find the extra 20% later, that sort of thing.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can
And I
learn.
don't always
I
do
knew
that.
I
It
could
depends
rely
on the
on you.
game, but
We need to know how they are being
this
blackmailed
was
by
one that
Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me
my
here
goal
after you have
was
spoken
to
with them.
try and platinum it, so.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
This is the road to Hogsmeade. I love all the Christmas decorations.
I wish I'd paid more attention.
For some reason, I thought it wanted me to go down. Alright.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco,
Oh,
what have
the
I
butter.
done?
Butterbeer first. There we go.
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security
Don't
guard
worry,
at
Robin, I won't
Gringotts,
say anything.
and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly.
You needed to
I
get
thought
Andy
they'd
to move a
given
bed,
up
or
until I came home one night.
move your
and
TV
found
in
my
your
husband
system
gone,
close
and a
to the
note
bed.
affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow
husband?
wants
She
is
looks like a
help that I
student.
cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help her. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
One more butterbeer before I go.
I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Ah, gotcha. Well, you do what you can with your room set up. We were lucky enough to be able to put one system downstairs in the living room and the other
What a
upstairs in the
dibble, what's a
bedroom, so
Gladrax?
when she and I
should
play
check
together,
that out.
we're in totally separate rooms.
Please
That
don't
is
even
true.
take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir,
A
I would like to
cravat.
help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop.
I hid the note behind
Voldemort?
the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months.
I don't necessarily know what that's like.
Mr. Hill yet.
I can't say that's something I've ever felt. But I understand.
We know on certain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my
I would say Missy probably has a little bit of that.
On my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant.
She's gotten over a lot of it.
Expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
I don't know how much of a secret that necessarily is, Robin, but that secret will be safe with me, I guess. That's basically the same thing for us, I'd say, but it's been like over 20 at this point, and so, you know, it gets a little easier to, well, who am I kidding? Missy's probably behind me making faces. It's very easy for me to just be on my own and do my own thing. I think she's starting to get a little better at it, but it hasn't always been easy for her.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Oh, excuse me.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary Waller passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And you know, that's exactly what it is. It's about balance. You know, you gotta, what the heck am I calling on? You gotta find that balance of, you know, togetherness and time spent together and doing things together and working together, but also just like being able to get away and do your own thing and focus on what you actually want and stuff like that. Since we're sharing secrets, I'll give you something not to tell Andy. Don't tell Andy that right now I'm sitting here sipping on a glass of oat milk. Like, straight out the carton, just regular, everyday oat milk.
She said she was going to the Hog's Head.
I don't know if he would
Perhaps
approve.
I'll find her there.
I don't think there's such a thing as hard oat milk, so...
I was trapped on the grand staircase for an hour. Not a day goes by.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Open on your nose? No, level 3, level 3. Oh jeez, did someone drown her?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Uh-oh, looks like there was a scuffle. Let's follow the footprints. There's always time to stop for a few
coming
naps.
to them.
Revelio.
Let's see. Seriously, what can you do with this platoon? That's funny. Oh, be quiet. So let's see, they dragged her through the bar and then back around to the back?
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
And then into the basement.
Footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Yeah, I know, I'm only playing. I know you wouldn't care. It was just funny.
The hidden door. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Time to go invisible.
Revelio.
Don't forget to steal coins along the way.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I feel like there's some sort of charm. Yeah. There's some sort of charm here.
When supplies run low, though, always makes me nervous when our stocks aren't brimming.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that.
Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Let's finish this job and be...
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection to a hall club.
Shit. Oh, damn. Oh god, I'm forgetting where all my spells are. See, that's what happens when you don't play for a while. Yeah, I was kind of in the middle of the fight there, but no, I agree with what you said. This kind of you do get a very Assassin's Creed or Hitman level of stealth going on in this game, which is very cool. But what's nice is, you know, it's definitely one of those games that allows you to play it your way. So by no means do you have to be stealthy. I could just go in and blast everything, but I do prefer to do like a little half and half. If I can get some people taken out stealthily, you know, thin out the herd, so to speak, a bit. Oh look, I'm finding all these letters. That one's really bright.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
What? Hey!
That Keaton's making sounds like he's alerted, but...
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Which in fell cross. Expulso!
Oh. looks like there might be one or two more things down here.
He must be here somewhere. Revelio.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to
I'm
Mr.
invisible.
Wayne.
How do you see
He
me?
will tell you what you need to do.
Hello, Amora.
Over here. I need your help.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe? Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Things here.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay. Go lightly. Be as a shadow. Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Some stuff to identify. See, platinuming this will require me to get all of these things. But some of them are close, 11 or 13 out of 13. That one's done already. That one's not too far off. But there's some that are pretty far. Actually, most of them are pretty close. They're not bad. 81% completion on challenges. Alright, I think before I do anything else, we should head back to our room of requirement. I have to read mail. Okay. Oh boy. What I do? 2 upgrades to that. Oh, a phoenix feather. I don't know where the hell to get that. I'm not gonna take. Alright, so we have concentration, laceration, concentration, unforgivable, laceration. So we need another unforgivable. Toad warts. I don't know if I have any toads. Nope, none in here. I may as well. Wait a minute. I guess I don't. Oh, here we go.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Let me pause real quick here. Alrighty, there we go. Set to top off the old beverage. Come on. need to do that. All right.
It is wonderful to see you back here.
And I forgot your penny. Oh, there you are.
Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Too bad, can't go back down in there. Alright, let's see what missions we have now. I suppose we'll jump into this. maybe we'll do something a little lighthearted for the moment. Play a little game of Summoner's Court.
The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend. Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of. The Pinch Smedleys will always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend.
Oh boy.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
There we go. Well, damn.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, you be quiet.
Seems I got the better of you.
Yeah, we're gonna play again.
Seems you couldn't get the upper hand that time. How about another round?
Let's have that.
Then take your mark.
Better.
You didn't see that.
Oh, got
What
it.
a remarkable shot. That's the way to do it.
Okay. Maybe?
That wasn't what I wanted to see. Well, it appears I've been bested.
That's right.
Well done! Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
You played a good game.
Play rather well, didn't I? Only one student has
So
ever
modest.
beaten me. She's very good. But if you play the way you did against me, you might stand a chance.
Alright. Back to the map. Now, I forget. I love the castle at Christmas time. I know I said that before, but...
The sheer nerve taking them down.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
I actually
Really?
did this already.
That would be wonderful.
But
The
I
bells
guess
are in the
I
bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
never claimed the quest before I actually put the bells back, so I guess I did it for
The
nothing.
bells are just inside the bell tower.
Oh look, return to Evelyn. See? It counts like I did it already.
Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do.
Fastest quest
ever.
ever.
As well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Boom. I know I'm kind of going the long way, but sometimes it's just nice to run through. See, I wouldn't have seen this nice Christmas tree if I hadn't been doing that.
Tried to summon the
One of these days, maybe I'll actually remember all these paths.
If I could undo...
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Welcome back.
This never gets old.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Let me go do this quick. Oh, wow. Gorgeous. This game doesn't have photo mode, does it? Guess not.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Hello, are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win. Precisely as planned. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Precisely as planned. Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Didn't I say I adore competition?
Yeah. We'll be doing that again.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Precisely as planned.
Come on, Stan.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio!
Oh, she's gonna pop it.
Precisely as planned. Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Nice technique. Hard luck. Care for another round?
Damn straight.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Precisely as planned. Such grace. Finesse. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Such grace. Finesse.
We're gonna get this. I don't care if it takes me all night.
Care for another round?
Absolutely.
This
Don't
should
count
get
me
you
out
a
yet.
faster
That's the
reset
spirit.
cycle, though.
Precisely as planned. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio. Precisely as planned. Nice technique.
Get the fuck out of here.
Precisely as planned. Nice technique. You almost beat me there, but I almost beat you too. Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Precisely as planned.
Nice.
Nice technique. Concentrate, Charlotte. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio. Precisely as planned.
Finally.
Nice technique. Wow, you are good.
It's about time.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I practice as much as I can.
Practice, eh? I suppose I could try that. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so.
Revelio. Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait. Doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Nice, yeah. Just drop the rest of his potion.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
First, seriously, I can't do it well. Excuse me, buddy.
Professor, a moment of your time, please. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside. Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
What could the headmaster want?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor, yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children!
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes! Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is wrong with
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Headmaster, and he's coming this way.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding...
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as any house.
Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course. I,
Master does remember it.
Oh boy.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah! Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh. But Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio. gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos. You're pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio. Revelio. That must be the pedestal. Revelio. Revelio. Where am I?
Oh, damn. That's
Professor
cool.
Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Eve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
That's pretty crazy.
I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right. Straight ahead. A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. They're gone. For now. I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them. Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. I'm invisible. See me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
But have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power. Revelio. 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 This must be for me.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
I can't. Dear, sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands,
You saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it. Revelio.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Sweet.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece. Boy, a new wand. Oh, good, it's still
I've
Christmas.
always said that travel broadens the mind. It is wonderful to see you back here. Oh, perhaps today you have something you'd like Penny to sell for you? Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Is everything all right?
Oh, bless you. Oh, thank you for asking. I'm Betty. Betty Bugbrook. And no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. She's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about caring for beasts. Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can always tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd. Remember, you'll know her by her brilliant coat with the wee worm.
I need to look for a unicorn with a beautifully bright coat. Sounds as if she's in trouble. These rocks have seen better days. Hazel must be here somewhere.
Revelio.
Come on, Hazel.
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your head.
Oh, no, you don't. There, there. I'm not going to hurt you. Leviosa! Do cooperate, won't you?
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Leviosa! Someone messing about. Leviosa!
I would say that I was not appropriately named.
Alohomora. Revelia. Oh, no, you don't. I can take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe. Hogsmeade, here I come.
Did you find my pointy?
Madam Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend, Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
We're both fine, and I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you? Take good care of Hazel now.
I think that'll about do it. Let's just look at what we got. Clear some of this stuff. There we go. We were at 52 hours. And we are now at 54. Alright. Last couple times I've played, I've only gotten about 2 hours in, which I know is not a lot. I've had a couple 4 and 5 hour streams, but hoping to be able to do that again. But for now, this will do it. So thank you for joining, and everybody have a great night.